Okay. Yesterday, I was talking about problems of non-layered application. We are mixing up multiple logic, code becomes clumsy. If you modify one kind of logic, it will affect what? Other kind of logic. Not a industry standard. Many things we discussed are not there. Non-layered applications are like what, guys? Bachelor room, Babu. What room, guys? Bachelor room. Clumsy, and dirty room kind of thing, right? Okay. So what is the solution for that problem? Layered application. What's the solution for that problem? Yeah, layered applications are like 4 BHK, 3 BHK flats are not there. Clean separation between logics is possible. Modification done in one layer logic does not affect what? Other layer. Okay, parallel development is possible, productivity is good, right? Okay, it's an industry standard. It's industry standard, right, guys? And most of the real-time project, in fact, all of the real-time projects are layered applications. What do you mean by layered application? Keep different logics in different classes or files and make them talking to each other. Do different activities in different rooms and make them connecting through hall. That's why I compared with 4 BHK flat are not there. Fine, guys. Then generally a standalone layered application contains what layers? Persistence layer, nothing but DAO classes. Having persistence logic, nothing but JDBC code. If you don't like JDBC code, Hibernate code. If you don't like Hibernate code, Spring Data JPA code, right? So ultimately it contains persistence logic or not. Service layer, nothing but service class, contains business logic or not. Main logic which deals with the calculations, analyzation, sorting, filtering is called as what, guys? Service class, my dear. Come on. Next, controller. Won't contain any special logic, guys. One to small logic. Main is what? Controlling the logics. Monitoring logics will be there. Control operations will be there. Is like worker or supervisor? Supervisor. Next, client application, UI, user interface, guys, is there to collect the inputs to display the output. Tell me, in typical project, how many DAO classes we take? As many as you want, generally one per table. One table related all code operation in one DAO. In typical project, how many service classes we take? One per module. In a typical project, how many controller classes we take? Huh? Only one. That is supervisor. Na? One supervisor is good. 2, 3 supervisor mean they spoil the food, right? Too many cooks spoils the food. You know that? Too many cooks spoils the food. That's why you look at the ladies of the family. Your mother does not allow anyone to enter into the kitchen. Though sometimes father try to extend his support. Mata jao. Yes or no, na? Because she feels she is the queen of that particular place and she don't want to people spoiling what her recipes and her thought process. Good or bad, she want to take it, right? Okay. Next one, guys. Client application, as many as needed. This is what we discussed or not. What's the advantage of developing this layered application in Spring, guys? In a non-Spring applications, come on, loading classes, creating object, assigning one object with other object should be done manually. If it is a Spring application, all these classes loading, object creation, object management will be taken care by IOC container or not? Will be seriously, literally taken care by IOC container or not? Super. Okay, what is general story, guys? DAO object is injected to service object injected to controller. In the client application, we call ctx.getBean method having controller class bean ID. There we get controller class object. There we get controller class object. What do you say, guys? Is it happening or not happening now? Definitely happening. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Yesterday I asked to keep alarms for something. Alarm ranga. You watched it? Huh? Don't ask me that. Alarm rang, snooze, again snooze. You are known for that, right? How many of you watched? Good, improved, but still some more people are not there. Who is having that thick skin? After scolding that much, also you have still not watched? Fine. Okay. I think your gang leaders are motivating you people nicely. Are I motivated? Okay. Fine. Whatever it is. At least, listen. What is your one line statement about Java Bean? You watch it now? You watch it like a Insta reel, you watch it like a subject I want to know now. Watch it like Insta reel. Yeah, what's the use of Java Bean? You stop, Ray. Let others speak. You speak. When others are not speaking, you speak. Only this question you stop. Hmm. What's the use of Java Bean? What is your understanding about Java Bean? Tell me. Uh, Sound is coming, explanation is not coming. And that sound confidence also reducing after 30 second, 40 second. You mugged up only that much, not mugged up, right? I think beautiful use cases I have given there, right? Yes. Java Bean is a Java class that is used to carry data from one class to another class within the project, one project to another project over the network, right? See, guys, three values. You can pass one class to another class by designing method with three params. Yes or no? Na? By designing method with what? Three params. What do you say, guys? More than three values I want to pass. Let us assume employee having 20 details. Are you ready to design method with the 20 params, guys? Suppose you designed in destination class. While calling that method in the source class, remembering 20 parameters, their order, their types, one true values not available, still you should remember and pass meaningful default values. It's going to be very horrible or not? Instead of that, come on, source class, destination class, I designed that method with one parameter that is Java API. Come on, guys. In source, I have to call method with one object that is Java bean object. That object I will have 20 properties. The object means object related class will be designed having 20 property. So whatever values I know, I will set. Whatever values I don't know, I will ignore them. Is there any tension for me, guys? So 20 values are bound to single object and single object is going from one place to another place or not? Why are you thinking too much, Babu? Okay, for example, you have gone outside, purchased 10 items. You will purchase two items in one hand, two items in one hand, four items in a pocket. You will walk like this. Huh? No, what you will do? You will purchase one small carry bag, add all 10 items into it, and stylishly you will move one market to your house or not there. Okay. Now, I think Orissa people are there in this batch. Raise your hand. Okay. Going to market and purchasing some item from market is called what? Is called what? I want to listen answer from Orissa people. Going to market, purchasing items from the market is technically called what? Not Variya language, ra babu. In English only. In English only, generally you people call what? Okay, shopping. Another word? Ah, marketing. You know what is the meaning of marketing, boss? Selling your product is called marketing. Promoting your product is called what? Then how you are doing marketing, ra? You are doing shopping. You are doing purchase. Yes. Then where you are doing marketing? Are you selling yourself? This is the one bad word I have heard from many Variya students. Today I have done marketing for what? No, sir, I purchased some item. That is not called marketing, my dear. Since marketing, you mix up anything, huh? Marketing means what? Promoting your product. You are going there to purchase some products in the market, right? You are not marketing yourself. I am ready to sell, buy me kind of thing. So at least change that wording. Because 2 years back, 3 years back, same wording is used in the interview room. And that fellow called me. He's my friend. Interviewer is my friend. What your students are saying? They go to market for marketing. That's a one correction. That is one correction. And same Oriya students, while speaking Hindi or English, while coming they say going. While going also they say going. Yes or no? Na? They don't know word called what? Coming. I am say so someone is coming to class. If someone in the class called, where are you? We should say what? I am coming. But they say I am going. Yes or no? Na? Same problem in English, same problem in Hindi also. While coming to some place, you have to say what? I am coming there, you wait. You say I am going there, you wait. What's the meaning of that? Going there means you are going far away from him, right? This is the correction number 2. Yes or no? Na? And correction number 3. Whenever power cut, light chale gaya. What is this light chale gaya? Light is a byproduct of power, ra babu. Yes or no? Na? Light is the not only light, engine will run, mobile will run, computer will run. Why are you not saying laptop chale gaya? No, no. This problem is not only with Orissa. For entire India, this problem is there. Entire India, this problem is there, right? Whenever power off, you people say light chale gaya. Kidhar gaya? No, if you are going by byproduct, then you have to say what? Mobile chale gaya, laptop chale gaya. So at least use proper terminologies. What is you have to say? Current gone. Some non-polished word. Power off. Pure technical. Power outage. That much English we don't need also the wait. Power outage problem. This is the proper wording, right? But we say light chale gaya. It's a just byproduct, right? There are many words like this. When I get it, I will shell. Because I'm listening these words from last 7-8 years. Light chale gaya, going, no coming, always going only. And marketing, yeah. This is the super word. Ah, ah, okay. Even signal is not coming. They say signal gone. No, tower nahi hai. ऐसा नो ना इधर टावर नहीं आ रहा किधर आ रहा भैया ओके फाइन and one more for all Indians one more blunder I will tell while playing cricket game come on while playing cricket game listen I think I only shared already shared fine then leave it okay while playing cricket game any other country people to catch the ball they say catch it only Indians we say catch pakdo If you Telugu guy, catch patko. What do you mean by catch? Holding the ball. What do you mean by pakado? Holding the ball. So what do you think opposite person don't understand in English? Yeah? That's why you also add in Hindi. And same mistake. Protocol HTTP, right? HTTP protocol. What is P in the HTTP? What is P in the HTTP, right? Then why are again saying protocol? Protocol HTTP, okay. HTTP protocol is again blunder. Yes or no, na? Super. Okay. There are so many blunders are there. We'll entertain some other time. Let's come back to the subject. Okay. Yeah. So, what is there? When you go to market, we purchase 10 items to carry them to home. We'll purchase a bag or not there. Your bag is acting as a Java bean or not there. Super. I think other day we discussed even this point. In a bank, main employees are Spring Bean. Okay, the office boy who carry the files from one place to another place, one employee to another employee are called what? Java. I think already we had a brief discussion about Java Bean in previous classes, right? Okay, now tell me, Java Bean contains business methods or does not contain? Should not contain. Why? It is a data carrier. It contains only data. Sir, methods will be there. Na? Methods also supporting for putting data, getting data. Setter method to set the data. Getter methods are get the data. So that means methods also they're doing this data carry operation only. No business method. If business method is there in Java Bean, don't call it as Java Bean. You call it as Spring Bean or other class. Are you getting my point? So overall, Java Beans are main classes or helper classes are. What classes? They cannot be main classes of the project. Specs wala, responder, he is seeing at me, उसको क्या हुआ इतना बात कर रहा है? You can also talk. You can also talk, man. Health is not good. Good, huh? Expecting reply from someone? Expecting reply from one? She will give, but first you listen, class. Right. Come back. Right. So, in our project, multiple layers will be there. Maybe files, maybe classes, right? Among these classes, if you want to pass more than 3 values, you will design method with the 3 parameters, more parameters, or you will design method with a single parameter, that is Java Bean. That is Java. Not only within the project, guys, across the multiple projects, source and destination projects are Java projects, right? Then no option, you have to go for Java Bean only. Source and destinations are not Java project. One Java, one non-Java, one Java, one .NET. That time, can I think about Java Bean? Array, how destination understand Java, Babu? That's why what you have to pass, XML or JSON. So that we learn in web services concept. What concept, guys? If source and destination projects are there in Java, multiple values you can pass from one project to another project as Java Bean class object. What object? But not there in, not compatible to each other. One Java, one .NET, one .NET, one Python. So we have to pass data in what? Global format. And that global format is what? XML or JSON. XML is fading out. In that place, who is coming, guys? JSON is coming. Are you getting my point? Super. Okay, let me open the document now. Today, I'm going to introduce Java Bean story in the layered application. Client application wants to pass 5 details to controller. It's better to design method in controller class with 5 params or only one parama. What is that one para? This controller wants to pass same 5 values to whom? Service class. Better to go for 5 param method or single param? After doing business logic execution by taking input by generating result, it wants to pass, service class wants to pass 10 values to DAO class. Better to design method with 10 params or one method? One param method. What is there? Java. Maybe another Java bean you will take. Okay, now tell me. So this DAO should pass these 10 input values to database for insertion activity. So can I send Java bean to database, guys? No. Why, sir? Arey, database understand SQL query या Java bean? SQL query only, na? So that's why you have to collect these 10 values from Java bean, should put into query as input values. Then you have to send and execute query in database software or not. Query executed, result came. If the result is single result, pass as a simple return value to other places. DAO to service, service to controller, controller to this. Suppose result is also what? Multiple values. Then again you have to take a Java bean as the return type or not. Again you have to take Java bean as the return type or not there. So that means a good programmer, a great programmer, a good program development passes multiple values within the Java project across the multiple Java projects of Java bean class object. How many you will take, that's up to you. For input of for representing different input, different Java bean, different output, different Java bean. So Java bean basically contains data. Setter getter method is also there handling data only. Data is technically called model. That's why Java bean is also called model class. What class, guys? Whenever you heard model, it means directly dealing with data. So that's why another simple name for Java bean is what? Model. Convinced or not, my dear? Okay. Spring here. Where is this? Huh? 718. Here is what? Spring Boot core. Next. Session number how much? No, yesterday. Ambiguity problem is solved. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Before coming to this discussion, everyone please focus. How exactly we design Java bean? While designing Java class as Java bean, there are some rules to follow. It should be public class. Why, sir? Simple reason. Which classes are visible inside package, outside package? It should be used in any class, any main class of any package means, first of all, it should be visible inside and outside package or not. Convinced why it should be public? Super. Recommended to implement serializable interrupt. Why? The Java bean is not only within the project, it can be used across the multiple projects. Across the multiple projects, there is a chance of having network. Which class object data we can send over the network? Serializable object data. So how to make any class as serializable class? By implementing serializable interface. That's why your class need to implement serializable interface or not. Super. Next, all whatever data you want to carry, you should take, for that one you should take private properties or not. You should take private properties or not. Why private? Why not public? You know, there is a data encapsulation. What they say? Take data private, methods public. So anyone who wants to manipulate the data, that should be through methods only, no direct access. That is called encapsulation or not? Okay, next one. Directly, indirectly, there should be zero param constructor, na boss. Directly, indirectly, there must be zero param constructor or not there. Why, sir? Array, all these main classes wants to create and access the object or not? Wants to create object, want to access object. What is the easiest way of creating object? New operate. That too in using new operate, what's the easiest way of creating object? Zero. Yes or no? Na? If zero param constructor is there, it's very easy to create object or not. Super. Next one. Okay. Uh, every property should have a getter setter method. Public getter setter method. Why? Java bean is what? To pass the data from source to destination. Right? Source should call setter method to set the data. Destination should call getter method to get the data. Array, when you go to market for marketing, when I go to what? Market for marketing, okay. After purchasing item, you will put items in bag, na? That is setter method kind of thing. Once you come to home, you will remove from the bag, na? That is like getter method or not there. Setter methods are there to set the data or modify data. Getter methods are there to read the data. Destination need to collect the data from Java Bean, getter method. Source need to add the data to Java Bean, setter method. Convinced or not, guys? Okay. So these are the minimum thing that Java Bean class should have. Public class, recommended to implement serializable, private properties, okay, zero param constructor. Every property should have a getter setter method. Sir, why every property? Why not one single setter method covering all the properties? Again, same problem, na. If you design one setter method with for 10 properties, again same problem, na. And moreover, I should have a freedom to set or ignore my choice property. I should have a freedom to read or ignore my choice property. It's better if for every setter method, na boss. Are you understanding my statement? Suppose in your home, for all kids together, single laptop is given. What happens? What happened? Fight will happen or not? In that fight, laptop will be broken or not? And it becomes no laptop for family or not there. Why? When you want to work, others also want to work. When it is idle, no one want to work. When it is busy, everyone want to work. Because we are Indians, right? When power gone, we don't look at, we don't call power office. You look at neighbor house. Oh, their power not there. Then we get the angry and then we call the power station. Why power is not there in my home? Why it is there in neighbor house? Yes or no, guys? So when someone is working, we get the feeling I should also work, right? So instead of that, everyone having separate laptop. Whenever you want to use it, whenever you don't use it. Is easy for handling, boss. Okay. So here I kept Java Bean nicely, guys. Java Bean explanation. This is what Java Bean explanation. While sending more than 3 values between the classes of the application or project, we try to send them in the form of what? Single object called Java Bean class object. Since each Java Bean class object holds what? Some data to carry. So it is called model class because model means data. We always use Java Bean as what? Helper class in the project or application development to pass multiple values from what? One class to another class of different layers in the form of what? Object. Simply, literally in the form of what? Object. Say something, my dear. Super. This is my standalone application or not, guys? This is my standalone application. Everyone getting my point there? Super. Okay, now tell me. Client application, what is this? Client application is passing multiple values to controller as model class object data, service class model class, DAO class as model class object. But so database don't understand Java objects, guys. So all inputs should be settled to SQL query. Query has to be sent to database software, na boss. Okay, their query execute. Some results are generated. Those results comes to DAO. The DAO passes results to service. One result, simple return value. More and more result, again Java. So that's why not same Java, same model class. I'm taking another model class object. Pass it to whom? Controller. Another model class object. Pass it to client application. Another model class object. Everyone convinced with me or not? Everyone understood my statement or not? Super, guys. Model class object is equal to Java bean class object. What is their output? Student registration, success or failure information. Student registration, success or what? Failure information, guys. Okay, now look at what is the inputs here. SNO, SNAME, M1, M2, M3. Five values now, boss. Okay, service class calculates total and average. Suppose I want to get inputs and output together as a result. So that time one more Java bean class object is required or not required? Super, guys. That's good. I think first you understood importance of layered application. Now challenge came how to pass more than three values among these model class, layers. Then we have seen Java bean utilization there. That is done. Okay, now this DAO need to talk with the database software. Say something, guys. This DAO seriously need to talk with the database software or not? Okay, my question is, DAO wants to talk with the database 100 times in single execution. Will you prefer creating 100 connection objects or keep 20-30 connection objects readily and try to use them again and again? Because I know that all 100 times at a time we don't want to talk database. At a time maximum 10-20 times only. Just keep 10-20 connection objects ready, reuse them for 100 times. What is good, guys? Wait, Naina. Okay. So we have to create 10 objects ready and better to reuse them for 100,000, 3,000 times, my dear. That's a sign of a good programmer or not. It's a real sign of a good programmer or not. Okay, that is nothing but, listen carefully, boss. That's nothing but keeping ready-made same objects is called pool. If it is connection object, JDBC connection. Are you getting my point? What is the problem with creating connection object for every persistence activity? 100 times I want to talk to 100 connection. 1,000 times I want to talk to database. 1,000 connection. In Java, object creation is a costly affair. So much memory, so much CPU time is required. Your object memory is not just combination of member properties data, boss. Generally in C++, what happened? Especially C++. What is the size of the object? Three variables memory together, size of the object. But in Java, it's not like that. It's more than what you expect. CPU time also most and required. Though there are 1,000 times I am talking to database, but at a time I notice 20 operations are happening at a time on database. At a time max, how many operations are happening? Just 20 operations are happening, right? So it's better to maintain 20 connection objects in the connection pool or not. It's better to maintain just 20 connection objects in the connection pool or not. Say something, my dear. JDBC connection pool is a factory that contains set of readily available JDBC connection object before actually being used. Advantage of connection pool. With the connection object will get the reusability. One connection object can be used for 5, 6 times, 100 times also sometimes. Next, next one. Using less JDBC connection objects, we can have maximum connectivity with the database software or not. I kept 20 object, but overall I'm using for 1,000 times now, boss. Next, creation of connection in connection pool, its management, its distraction will be taken care by connection pool. That button is not there on the programmer or not. If needed more connection object creation, if not, they're destroying idle connect. Idle means free connection object. That is everything is taken care by container. As a programmer, are you overburdened on that, guys? As a programmer, are you really overburdened on that, guys? Not overburdened. That's another advantage we are having or not there. Okay, there are two types of connection objects, guys, for database interaction: direct connection, pooled connection. What is that? Direct JDBC connection and pooled JDBC connection. What do you mean by direct JDBC connection? Created by programmer manually. Whatever code you learned in JDBC classes, class dot for name, connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection, that comes under direct JDBC connection or not? That comes under direct JDBC connection or not there? Pooled connection, readily available connection object. Based on the need, we try to take the connection and use the connection. Yes, my dear. Okay, for 1,000 interaction, how many direct connections are required? 1,000. But for 1,000 interaction with the database, at a time, how many connection objects are required here? At a time, 30. 30 enough for na. But we can manage 1,000 interaction with the database software or not. So that's why in real time, people prefers pooled connections or direct connection. Pooled connections are great, fantastic. Yes or no, na, guys? Right. I'll take one real life example to understand this in a better manner. Shall we start understanding that? Okay. Let us assume Naresh IT management is not providing chairs in the classroom. They asked every student to bring their chair. Yes or no? Na? They asked every student to bring. Look at that visualization once. You walking on the road, one side chair, one side bag, and one chair hitting another chair. Visualize that image. Okay. Now listen, what's the problem with that? Daily in this room are one faculty conducting 4 classes. Each batch 400 students. I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about only offline. 4 into 400. How much? 16. Like in a every 4 5 months, one new batch will start. In an annum, come on, for one faculty only, the 3,200 chairs are required or not required? Required or not required? Required. And giving service to how many? 3,200 students, 3,200 chairs are required. Yes. Next year, another 3,200. Again, 3,200 per chair should be purchased or not? No reusability. Everyone says it's my chair, my chair. Its maintenance is your responsibility. Removing from the classroom one class is over is your responsibility. Its maintenance, its creation, everything is your headache, right? Instead of that, what management said, a student, let's not waste natural resources, plastic like that. Come on, let's do one thing. This room capacity is 400. Now I keep 400 chairs. Let the batches complete. Let the faculty change. These chairs can be reused for what? Next 10 years are not there. So reusability is there for chairs. With less chairs, we are able to give service to maximum students. Okay. So per annum 3,200. 10 years these chairs will be used. 10 into 3,200. So 400 chairs are giving service to 32,000 students are not there. With the less number of chairs, we can benefit maximum number of students are not there. That's another good benefit we are having or not there. Moreover, arranging chairs is whose responsibility? Admin people. Removing chairs, admin. Managing chairs, Your least bother are not there. So that's why direct chair is good, chair pool chair is good. Similarly, direct connection is good, JDBC connection pool connection is good. Understood my statement? Super. Okay, now listen. Once you decided to work with the connection pool, there should be one or other object representing connection pool. Using that object, we can add a new connection. We can get existing connection. If needed, we can remove the connections. Say something, my dear. If needed, we can remove the connections or not there. If needed, we can remove the connections or not there, guys. I want reply from you people, guys. Come on, everyone. This is data source object pointing to JDBC connection. This is data source object representing JDBC connection pool. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super, guys. Data source object representing JD. Inside that, connection objects are there in connection pool or not there? Inside that, connection objects are there in connection pool. So data source object represent connection pool. It acts as what? Entry and exit point for connection pool. Using data source object, we can add connections, we can remove connections, we can do everything on connection or not there. Connection con is equal to ds dot get connection. It will get one pooled connection or not there. Say something, my dear. I want reply. Okay. Yeah. Array, we can control this connection pool, minimum pool size parameter. When connection pool is created, how many connection objects you want to have by default, minimum. Max pool size, how many connection object it can have maximum. Are you getting my point there? Like this kind of parameters can be placed or not there. Super. To get the direct connection, driver manager dot get connection. If you feel data source object name is DS, if you want to get any pooled connection, you have to call what? DS dot get connection. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super. Okay. Advantage of JDBC connection pool, right? Important parameters of JDBC connection pool. Min size or initial size 10. Movement pool is created 10 object. Max size 1000. It can grow up to 1000. Connection timeout. Someone asked connection. Connection pool not able to supply within 100 seconds. Exception will be thrown. Maximum idle timeout. Connection object created, used for 1-2 time. Later it is sitting idle. If it is continuously idle for 60 seconds, remove from the connection pool. One chair is continuously idle in the classroom, boss. They will remove or not. Okay. Room is full, class is going on. You ask to chair from admin, is failed to give chair within 15 minutes. Okay, you'll extend another 5 minutes. Then you get frustration, you leave the classroom or not. By scolding admin, you leave the classroom or not. Yes or no? Na? Scolding admin is common, I know that. Okay. Now, sync frequency. Sync frequency. Every 2000 seconds, I want to check, are there any idle connection objects are there or not? If there, I want to destroy them. Are there any idle connection objects are there or not? If there, I want to destroy. Is that clear, my dear? Got the clarity, my dear? I want reply, guys. Data source object represents JDBC connection pool. That means it acts as entry and exit point for connection pool. That means all the operations on JDBC connection pool will be done using what? Data source object. That's good. All the JDBC connection objects in connection pool represents what? Connectivity with the same database. Pool means set of same items or different items? Same item. So all connection objects represent connectivity with the same database software or not there? Okay. How it is reducing number of connection? By destroying them. Once work is over, connection will be closed. Once closed, they are idle. Once idle, they can go for what? Destroy. We need not to destroy Babu. Listen, you used connection. At the end, you call con dot close. So it has connection is closed. Connection is closed, but object is there. Then what happened? Idle time also completed. It will be destroyed automatically or not? Mr. Nayak, use brain. It won't happen manually. It happen automatically. See, connection con is equal to ds dot get connection. You got one pooled connection used for your operation. At the end, you say con dot close. Connection is closed with the database, but object is still there in the pool. It will wait for idle timeout to complete. Let us assume completed. Then what happened? Pool automatically destroys the connection objects are not there. You collected one chair, used it for 1.5 hours, then you left. Chair is idle, right? No one is coming and occupying. Then office boy comes and what keeps the chair aside or not there? Immediately, na, after waiting for some time. The same story here, guys. Okay, that's why there is one more parameter, sync frequency. What is sync frequency? Because how does it know it's idle or not? Someone continuously monitor, are there any idle object? Are there any idle object? If they are taken and what? Synced or not there? If they are taken and synced or not there, guys? Super, guys. What is the JDBC connection pool that you have used in your projects? Total, how many types of connection pools are there, guys? What are those? Standalone JDBC connection pool. Other one is what? Server managed JDBC connection pool. Standalone JDBC connection pool. Other one is what? Server. Standalone means what? Suitable for standalone project. Hikari CP, Proxol, C3P0. Lot of softwares are there. We can use them. Server managed means what? They are there in web servers and application server. If your application is deployable in web server, you can use that one. Tomcat managed connection pool, WebLogic managed connection pool, Wildfly managed connection pool. They are called server managed connection pool or not there. Okay, in standalone application, prefer standalone. In web application, you prefer what? Server managed. Data source object represent JDBC connection pool. That means it acts as entry and exit point for connection pool. That means all operations on connection pool will be done using what? Connection. Who takes the decision of creating new connection object in connection pool? Data. Who takes the decision of accessing connection object from connection pool? Who destroys the connection object from connection pool? All these decisions will be taken care by whom, guys? All the JDBC connection objects in connection pool represents the connectivity with what? Same database. JDBC connection pool for Oracle main. In that pool, all are Oracle connection objects only. JDBC connection pool for MySQL means what? All are connection objects for MySQL. Can I put one diagrammatic representation? So in one connection pool, don't expect one Oracle connection, one MySQL connection. Why? Pool means set of same items or set of different items. JDBC connection pool for Oracle. All these things represent connectivity with Oracle or not there. This is a con. This is a con. This is a con. This is a con. Next. JDBC connection pool for MySQL. JDBC connection pool for MySQL. This is con. Again what? Con. This is again what? Con. Comfortable or not there, guys? Everyone convinced with me or not there? Super. Fine. Okay, now listen. If I take data source also as a Spring Bean that I can inject to DAO na boss? Come on, I want reply, guys. Okay. So anyhow, DAO uses data source, calls ds.get connection, get the pooled connection or not. Using that, it can write remaining JDBC code for interacting with the database software. So that means DAO will be injected with a data source, and using that injected data source, it will perform what? Database operation on database software. Are you getting my point there, guys? But why data source comes automatically, sir? That's a beauty. If I can add Spring Boot starter JDBC starter, Spring Boot starter JPA starter to the project. Tell me what happens. Automatically. What, guys? Automatically. What happens, boss? Hikari data source object will be injected. What object injected? That means I said now when you add some starter, some predefined classes will become Spring Beans now, boss. When you add these two starters or any one of these two starters, right? Hikari data source object comes automatically pointing to connection pool as a Spring Bean. So that can be injected to what? DAO class automatically or not there. Check it out. Check it out. First time I'm introducing something about what? Auto configuration. Spring Boot application gives Hikari CP as built-in connection pool through auto configuration. If we add JDBC JPA related starter to the build path of the project. When you add these two starters, my dear, come on. When you add what? These two starters. When these two are any of the starter is added, then we get what? Hikari data source object pointing to JDBC connection pool automatically as Spring Bean through what? Auto configuration process. So there is no need of taking what? @bean method separately or not, boss. First time I am telling one predefined class we will not make as Spring Bean by using @bean method, but it will become Spring Bean because of what? Auto configuration. Is it not interesting or not, guys? Understanding my statement or not there? In Spring Boot application, we can work with what? All types of JDBC connection pool and all kinds of server managed connection pool. But in Spring Boot application, we get Hikari CP based. CP means connection pool. JDBC connection pool support automatically through what? Auto configuration process, because Hikari data source object becomes Spring Bean through what? Auto configuration process. What process, guys? Okay, guys. The above said JDBC connection pool and their server main connection pool can be used in both what? Spring Boot application and non-Spring and Spring Boot application. Super, guys. What is the mostly used JDBC connection pool data source in Spring or Spring Boot application? Okay, let me say Hikari CP represented connection pool. This Hikari CP is what? This one are not there. Why, sir? You add starter automatically coming. When you move project to one mission to another mission, starter moves. There also Ikari CP comes. Come on, guys. And moreover, Ikari CP is good in performance also. So mostly used connection pool in real-time projects is what, guys? Hikari CP. What CP, guys? Sir, what's the problem with the server managed connection pool? To get server managed connection pool, we have to do server level configurations. When I move my application server to server, machine to machine, everywhere I have to do configuration now, boss. Hikari CP is coming along with what? Starter as a jar file. So it is becoming Spring Bean automatically through auto configuration. Though you moved your project from one machine to another machine, one computer to other computer, so there's no need of doing anything, my dear. So with Hikari CPR standalone connection pool, portability is more or not there. With the server managed connection pool, portability is very, very less or not there. That's why everywhere you should prefer working with what connection pool? Standalone connection pool. In that standalone connection pool, Hikari CP is most and mostly good or not there, guys. What is the difference between pool and cache or buffer? A pool means set of same item, giving reusability. Cache means what? Set of different items, giving reusability. Yes or no, na boss? See, guys, pool is having all item ones. Cache is having different items now, my dear. Gives the reusability of same item. Gives the reusability of different. To implement this, use list collection. To implement this, use what? This is example JDBC connection pool. This is what? Internal cache of the IOC container. Internal cache of IOC container maintaining what? Same bean object or different bean objects. That's a different item. That's an internal cache. JDBC connection pool means what? All connection objects for same database or different database? Same database. That's why it is called JDBC connection pool. What's the example for this, guys? JDBC connection pool. So this is what we discussed in yesterday's class. Solving the ambiguity problem also we already discussed it, guys, right? So that's not a big issue now. So you got the basic idea about the connection pool, my dear. So overall, what is the final conclusion? We inject data source to, come on. We inject data source to, come on. DAO to control service, service to controller. Come on. And client application call ctx.getBean method having what? Controller class object. Come on. Okay, that's a controller class object. In that object, automatically you will get controller object having what? Service object. That is having what? DAO class object. Yes or no, boss? That is also having DAO class object. Done, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me here. In Spring based layered application, standalone, standalone layered application, standalone layered application using data, using data source based JDBC connection. using data source based JDBC connection. Yeah. Here is my what, guys? Client application. Here is my what? Client application. Then what? Controller. Controller. Next, service. Okay, we'll say controller class. Next, service class. Next, DAO class. Next, database software. Next, what, guys? Database software. Are you getting my point? Super. Client application contains UI logics. Controller contains what? Monitoring logics. Are already known, but I want to introduce what? Yeah, same thing will also contain data. Data source. This data source will be linked with connection pool or not? Okay. This data source will be injected to DAO. And this data source represents JDBC connection pool or not? This is my JDBC connection. 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 Are you understanding my statement, guys? Connection here, guys. Connection here, guys. Connection here, guys. Come on. Connection here. Connection here, guys. Connection here. Connection. Comfortable or not? UI logics. This is what? Business. What is there? Persist. Okay. Yeah. Here we use @controller or not. Here we can use @service. @repos. Next. Here is what? @repository. Okay. Tell me here, where is this? In Spring application. What application, guys? In a Spring application, tell me. Data source object will be injected to DAO class object for getting JDBC connection objects from JDBC connection. Next, data source object, DAO class object. What object? Will be injected to service class object. Okay, service class object to call for calling DAO class methods. What methods? Next. Next one. Controller class. 1 minute. Service class object will be injected to what object, guys? Controller class object. Come on. For calling what method? Service class methods. What methods, guys? Service. Okay. Client application calls ctx.getBean method. GetBean method. Tell me, guys. ctx.getBean method. Come on, guys. Okay. To get controller class object having bean ID. Okay. To get controller class object. Super, guys. Now tell me, guys, in all the places dependency injection is happening or not? So I can say at the rate auto wide base dependency injection, guys. At the rate auto wide base dependency injection. At the rate auto wide base dependency injection. What about this one, guys? What about this? I want reply, guys. Dependency lookup operation is taking place or not? Dependency lookup operation. I hope you enjoyed my statement or not there. Are you getting my point there or not there? This is in Spring application or not, guys? Everyone getting my point there. So if you look at the controller class object that came, Babu, this is the big controller class object. Having what? Having service class object. That is having what? That is having what? Data source object or not? Unfortunately, that size is not enough to write the content. So what should I do? I need to take bigger. Nice. Controller having service, service having DAO, DAO having what? Data source object. We think that we are getting data controller object, but inside that all other objects are placed or not there. Yeah, tell me here, what is this, guys? Data source object. Next. DAO class object. Next. Service class object. Next. Next. Controller class object. Right. So first time we are taking full advantage of dependency injection or not there. So, okay. This is the whole discussion, guys. Nothing else. Save this one. We need to save this one or not there. Are you comfortable, guys? Okay. So this is about a typical layered application development based use case. Everyone comfortable? Okay, now listen. Now I would like to give sample code first. Okay. But before giving sample code, let me create a project. Okay, 1 minute. Let me open the document first. What's the document? Session 7. Yeah. This is very important. I want everyone to focus. This is our typical layered application that I want to develop. Okay. Tell me, client application wants to pass how many inputs, guys? 3 input. The overall purpose of application is this, guys. Client wants to give 3 designations, and application should give all the employee detail who is having those 3 designations. Having those 10 employees may be there, 5 employees may be there, 100 employees may be there. I want to get all the designations who are having what? All the employee detail who are having those designations are not there. Okay, now listen. Data source is dependent to DAO. DAO dependent to service. Service is dependent to controller. Controller forever target. Why? Because client is not getting through injection. Client is getting through lookup are not there. Okay, now listen. Please focus. Whenever you are injecting dependent to target, that two multiple possibles are there for dependent. It's better to take interface type as a property or concrete class as a property, so that I can change one thing with other are not there. All data source classes directly, indirectly implement data source interface. While injecting data source object to what DAO, I have to take has a property of type data source type or specific class type. Specific class type. Okay, 1 minute. Listen. Hikari CP data source means there is a class called Hikari CP data source. C3P0 means one class is there, combo pool data source. Apache DBCP data source means basic data source. All these classes implement common data source interface or not. Now, I have a freedom to inject any one of these 3 data sources where DAO. So in DAO, it's better to take has a property of data source type or specific class type. Nice, na? Why? Today Hikari CP popular, tomorrow something else may be popular. Or my project manager specifically asking Apache DBCP one only. Who knows, right? That possibility, that headache is there or not there. That's why we take a has a property into DAO, data source type as a property. Okay, now listen. On safe side, I want to write 2-3 DAO classes. One for Oracle, one for MySQL, one for PostgreSQL. 3 possible DAO classes are there means. Again, better to take interface and implementation model. In service class, it's better to take what? Has a property of interface type or implementation class. Interface type. Come on. Super. Service class also 2-3 I want to write. Logic 1 with algorithm 1, logic 2 with algorithm 2, logic 3 with algorithm 3. So in a controller class, better to take has a property interface type or implementation. But controller is only one, and I don't want to take multiple flavor. Is there any need of controller implementing interface, guys? Controller implementing interface, guys. Anyhow, client application also getting what? Controller object through lookup method by calling ctx.getBean method. By calling what method? By calling what method? ctx.getBean method. Are you getting my point there? That's why. Is there any need of implementing interface, my dear? Super, guys. Listen. Once again, I'm explaining why you are taking it. That is strategy design pattern, Babu. Nothing else. We are following strategy design pattern. In the market, one data source is there are lots of data. All these data source classes are commonly implementing data source interface or not. To have a freedom to inject our choice data source to DAO, it's better to take data source type as a property or specific data source class based data source interface type as a proper. Okay. Okay, now tell me. Persistence logic I want to write by using JDBC. JDBC persistence logic is database software. Dependent or independent? Ah, dependent or independent? I want reply, guys. Dependent or independent? I want reply. Dependent or independent? I want reply. So for every database, better to write what? Separate DAO class or same DAO class? Since persistence logic is changing, separate DAO class is better, same DAO class? Huh? Separate DAO class. Are you getting my point? Okay. So, by keeping that in mind, guys, by keeping that in mind, check any old student is waiting outside or not. Separate DAO class. So I want to inject my choice DAO. Time to time I'm changing logic. In service class, better to take has a property of type interface type or implementation. Same with the service also. I want to write same business logic with a different algorithm. So better to have multiple service classes implementing common interface. We take what? Has a property in controller class of what? Interface type are not there. Super. Okay, now keep that in mind. See, data source is the interface. Okay, Ikari data source is the class now, my dear. I employee DAO is the interface. It is implementation class now, my dear. I employee service is what? Interface. Employee service IMPL is the class now, my dear. Payroll operation controller is the controller class. I am not taking class implementing interface over here. Are you getting my point? I am not taking class implementing interface over here. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super, guys. Now let's see. Real-time DA passing how many designations? To whom? Controller. Controller passing to whom? Service. Service passing to whom? DAO talking to whom? Huh? What is there? Database. All three designations are given to database through SQL query. When those designations are submitted through a select query, I will get bunch of records. Basically, JDBC code means bunch of records into result set object. But result set object passing to service, passing to DAO, passing to controller is a great practice. No, JDBC code should be there only in DAO, not anywhere else, right? But result set object is having record. These records are required in what? Service. From their controller, from their client. But I cannot pass result set object to service because JDBC code should be there in DAO. Then what I do? Listen. Each record of result set I copy into Java Bean object. But result set have one record or lots of record. These lots of records are copied into lots of objects of Java Bean. At the end, all these objects to add it to list collection. So it becomes list of model class objects now, boss. Those list of model class object goes to service class, right? In service class, maybe model class is getting just salary. I want to calculate gross salary, net salary. I can do na business class. No sorting, boss. I want to sort there. Yes or no? All these business activities I can do or not. Then processor data I can pass to controller. Controller pass to client. Client I can display the result or not. So what is the purpose of application? Client application passes 3 designation to controller. Controller passes to service class as per business logic. Let us assume in my database all business designations are in uppercase. Though client given them in mixed case or lower case, converts into uppercase or not. That is also business logic. Passes to DAO. DAO uses JDBC code. Passes 3 designation based select query to results database software. Query executes in database software now. Query executes in database software or not there? Online students, I hope you are focused. I hope you are focused, guys. Why don't you use same connection object, sir, as connection is already closed? Arey, my dear, 2-3 persistence operation I want to do parallelly. Then, Mr. Shiva, use brain. 2-3 persistence operation on database I want to do parallelly. Then, multiple connections are required or not? It's better to keep them ready-made connection objects or not there. That's why connection pool, right? Okay. Query executes in database software. In the JDBC code, when select query execute, I will get result set object having bunch of records. I need those records in service class so that I can calculate business logics and other things, right? My question is that result set object with bunch of records should be passed to service or not there. But writing JDBC code in service is good practice or no? So in DAO, I will convert each record into Java bean object. All these Java beans I keep in list collection. Lastly, list collection will be passed to whom? Service class. Clear, boss? Their business logic, gross salary, net salary. Then what? Sorting, filtering, everything I do. That result will come to whom? Control. As a list of Java bean object. Passes to client. Client receives and presents for end user or not. Ultimately, what is happening? Client is giving 3 designation and output is coming as what? All the employee who having those designations. All the employee details are coming who are having those designations are coming or not? All the employee details who are having those designations are coming or not coming about? Everyone thoroughly understood this statement, guys? I hope you got the point. Last time, client is passing how many values? 3 designation. Whom? Control. Control passing them to service. Service converting them to uppercase. Some business logic is there. Passing to DAO. DAO passing them to data. As a 3 values. Now check. As 3 values are as a query inputs. As a query inputs. Are you getting my point there? Okay. From there, when query executed, you will get bunch of records or not there. When query executed, you will get bunch of records or not. In the JDBC, how they come? As a result set object. Okay, result set object is copying those records to 3 Java bean class objects or not? Okay, fine. 3 Java bean class objects are not there. Okay. Those objects comes to service. Service will calculate gross salary, net salary, and sorting, filtering, everything. Those comes to controller. Controller comes to client. And client will display them as results or not. This is very, very interesting or not there. Okay. I have added Lambda API dependency, Spring Starter, not ref. Arey, wait until I use, my dear. Wait until I use. Mr. Naik. Wait until I use. Today my login time is 10 to 7:30. That difficult attend tomorrow batch. Please share recording link in Google Drive. I'm pretty sure admin says no. So I am not possible. Definitely not possible. Okay. If you are there in recording plan, you will get record. Why are you trying to expect sympathy, Soyab? Why are you expecting sympathy? Tell me. I don't know. Why are you expecting? You committed to attend certain slot of certain plan. According to plan only, you will get the things, na boss. Sorry, Soyab. And you are saying these many things, but you are not changing phone number in the name. If I scold, you will feel bad. Other day you said I am so and so, I am great, I am Turumu Topu. But still you are not removing phone number from this. Okay. For 50 input, 50 Java bean objects are created to get result set object data. 50 records means 50 objects for Java bean. 50 records mean 50 objects for Java class. Right. Okay. Super, guys. Tomorrow class from room or from your home? Okay, now tell me, how does it matters for you, Dudekla? Huh? You are anyhow online student, right? Anyhow, you are online student. Okay, just a time pass and trap innocent student. Who is innocent, Ra? Who is innocent? Are you innocent, Raghavendra? Huh? Oh, okay. Swami Kamisetti at midnight, sir. Suvarna, madam, I already said Saturday, Sunday, give me free hand. Because if I keep some other timing, some other country fellow says some other problem. Saturday, Sunday, give me free hand. If possible, I will think about uploading common topics in the Google Drive, but I'm not sure. But Saturday, Sunday, please don't keep me any restriction. IST 7 a.m. to IST 9 p.m. Anytime be ready to attend class. Saturday, Sunday, if we keep restriction, I need another 1 month from you people to complete the syllabus. If you are ready to give, I am don't slowly, like we'll learn like a tortoise. Okay, guys. Xavier is innocent. Okay, then I am super innocent, you know. Okay. Ah, fine. In Google Drive, there is a folder called what link, guys? Common topics link. Their Zoom link is already pasted. Everyone collect and use it for tomorrow's class. Everyone please collect it and use it for tomorrow's class. Clear? Right. Yes. By keeping what? Foreigners in mind, time zones in mind, at least common topics, I will try to get the recordings. I'll try because it's against of policy of institute because videos will be given to those people who are there in recording plan, right? But keeping time zones in mind, I'll try my level best to get those recordings. Not sure, whoever can attend it. Sir, anyhow recording come na, I will bunk. I'm helpless for that. Okay? Right. Foreign students, I understood your pain. Both class, same link will work, sir. Yes. Timing 9 a.m. session 1, 11 a.m. session 2. What is the timing? IST. Okay. And people says midnight. Tell me who is sleeping before 2 a.m. in India? Same is applicable in foreign country also now, boss. Anyone is sleeping in before 2 a.m.? Sleeping, ah? Look at your faces in mirror. Okay, otherwise open your phone log once. A real game start after 10 p.m. only, na? Sonu talks after 10 p.m. only, na? Ah, Sona, what is that? Whatever it is. Ah, right, guys. Ah, tell me here, what's your batch code? Yeah, guys. Common topics link. This is the link. This is the link that you have to use. No password for that link. If password is asked, Naresh IT typical password. 111233. I don't think it will ask. If ask also, it is going to be 111233. Sujit Singh, 9 a.m. session 1, 11 a.m. session 2. If you ask 100 times also, same thing. Zoom we have limitation as far I know. It's a combined class. It won't allow more than 300. Are Naresh IT conducting such classes from last Corona time. Okay, we have acquired Zoom of 1,000 capacity. If you are more than 1,000, let me know. I'll take 2,000 capacity also. Okay, next. Hope tomorrow class will not be 12233. Okay. Shivakumar, Lakhs of records are there. Why are you selecting lakhs of records at a time? That's your mistake. Go by pagination concept now, boss. Go by pagination concept. Are you getting my point there, guys? Arey Shiva, I'm not asking today's link, tomorrow link different, my dear. Ayyo. Which is better, Google Meet or Zoom? Okay. I'm thinking to come offline class tomorrow. Why is that's why I'm asking. Then offline means why are you worried about link naina? Max limit double one. Tomorrow 7 p.m. class won't be there, right? Won't be there. I'm ready taking React JS DevOps track tomorrow with 6 hours class semester exam through Manage. Can I join DevOps class later? Join it. What is there in that? In your room is also not there. Microsoft Teams meeting. Are JVR already decided? Why are you trying to show your knowledge here? Which will be topic will be tomorrow. Prashant Gupta, attend classes regularly, my dear. Springboard scheduling. Springboard scheduling is the tomorrow's topic. Right? Okay, guys. Thank you. 1 minute. Let me upload the notes. You don't want notes? Seven p.m. Springboard core. Right click. Panes. Where is this? Session 3, little bit. Not this. Not this. Not this. I know that. What's the number, guys? Springboard core. Session number how much? Session 7. Can anyone give me tomorrow class link and password? Aarti Yadav. Aarti Yadav, it is there in Google Drive. Please collect. It is there in Google Drive. Please collect. Muhammad Afif, last warning for you. Tomorrow, if you do this nonsense, you will be outside class and you will be there in your Kazakhstan. Muddy fellow. What's the difference between Springify, Spring's point of view? Recently, interview asked, please explain coding point of view. Raghavendra Singh said, just spend time in what? Google, Chat GPT, you will get 100 differences, waste fellow. Version to version. Today to this version, tomorrow some other version, right? Please. Aarti Yadav, no, if you want receive, it is there in Google Drive. Aarti madam, engineer hai kya? Engineer or any other problem? It is kept in Google Drive in a folder called Common Topics Link. Okay, tomorrow no DevOps class. Okay. Patan Sabir, common topic is nowhere related to continuation, Babu. It's a common topic. Tomorrow it starts, tomorrow it ends. Sunday class is there or not there. Tomorrow evening class is not there. DevSecOps class is not there, right? Okay. Thank you. Have a nice time.